Hey people, what's up? Welcome back to part 2. Might do a part 3, part 4, most likely, maybe even a part 5. We'll see how long, and then we're gonna get into the background on this fat fake pregnancy piece of shit called barbecue chicken, aka barbecue chillin'. Also, I gotta prepare some documents because I'm going all the way with this. So, barbecue chicken, you little piece of shit. Stop listening to sociopaths on the internet tell you all sorts of stupidness. Stay in your lane, mind your fucking business, and maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't be finding documentation to your door. All right, so let's get into this. We're sharing my screen. What's up? Happiness check. What's up? Random fish. We got Eggy Toasting here. Learned to button my shirt up, I guess. So, Polly, how's it going? Welcome. We're in part 2. Let's see how far I actually have never watched this because it was just full of stupidity. I too long didn't read the last stream. This happened because somebody on the name of Sam Telfer, Sam Tefler, I still can't know what the last name is, decided to put Purple Glitter's name in somebody's chat, so she freaks out and thinks it's me. And in her like demented sociopathic thinking, she says it's all about the optics, right? And you hit first before they hit before you. So this is her hitting first, making up all sorts of stupid shit. And then you got a bunch of idiots, including Barbecue Chicken, aka Barbecue Chillin', wanting to get into the mix of things. But I think the proper play is with any of this is just stay out. You don't know what's going on, and people are legitimately getting sued. So if you want to lose your money, then go ahead. But that's just my opinion. And once you do dumb shit, I mean, you know, you can't undo the dumb shit. You just gotta find the consequences. How you doing, Polly? How's everything going? Yeah, Foodie Beauty is back in Canada. Okay, I figured she would be. I mean, who the hell is gonna stay in a country where they would lock her up? It's not even the locking her up; it's the keeping her away from the food. That's the problem. And once again, another cat abandoned, of course, because more and more you're gonna hear less and less about Julia. And then, of course, she's getting another cat that she can abandon or pawn off to somebody else. So here we go. I'm going to do the same thing to Gaining Ground. Since he thinks it's fair use.
And so apparently you're going to do the same thing to me. You just didn't announce it, did you?
Then it's all good, right? I'll just clip negative comments, put them on the screen, and then put his voice over with the negative comments, make a video, and then see how he likes it. Where he has the easy going chill Monty gone
on the Twitters. I was really
gone over the hill, just like your beauty Eggy.
Celebration. Not my birthday. Those of you who know my birthday is not for a couple months. I have a friend. If you remember, a year ago I was in Nashville for her birthday. It's her birthday weekend again. We're doing some fun stuff. So I was gonna make a quick video, quick stream, be done with it, and move on. Then I said, you know what? I got laundry going. I got some time. So we're gonna
now
go
you
ahead
have your beerings. Yeah, my PFP is still Papa Kilo, what he actually looks like.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Corey's super excited.
I agree with you, Richard. And I know you're venting.
The cage has never been on Eggy Toast. Never, ever, ever.
Blow your nose, please. This is it's triggering me.
And that's okay.
Sometimes I kind of wonder what's Girl World gonna happen, because we got Gigi in a legal battle with AK. Shout outs to AK, you're gonna win. So is Miss Hussey. And then I got my whole copyright claims board that's still ongoing. I'm filing that as soon as I can against Jessica Messica. Jessica Messica has won against Now. And I have other matters that I'm settling against Buddha Bitch and Hecate's daughter. So we're going to have to maybe talk about that soon, but not too much. But we're definitely going to be having that come up.
You know,
you want me to mod Fish?
I should have fixed this a long time ago. But when he made those decisions without me, when he decided to up and move half across Canada to go be with somebody without even telling me, and he had been with me for a year.
Wait.
Christ.
With who? Who is he moving across Canada with? The other girl?
This is the danger of listening to a sociopath tell you all sorts of bullshit on the internet. Don't do it. Look things up yourself, as you're going to end up like Barbecue Chicken here, being an idiot.
What have I missed? Somebody tell me in the comments, please. Who was he moving across Canada with? That is not Purple Glitter. But Buddha? Oh, okay. I don't know. This is so random.
He was ready to go hot on a plane.
Is in the chat. It will get denied. Maybe I would think she doesn't really have that much of a foothold. With me, it's different though, because she's actually infringing on my song. So she can say whatever she wants if she's really talking about this. But to be honest, I have a shut and close case against her when I take it all the way through Copyright Claims Board. I have a song that I've made. I wrote the lyrics to. I've put my voice to, and I've put it out there with the intention to make money off of it. You can't just use it however you like. You're not the one who made the song. You're not the one who had to come up with the original lyrics, and it's not your voice. Don't infringe on my content. So somehow, somewhere, Jessica Mystica, instead of putting her whatever money she got onto her tits in that car that she smashed up when she was with her baby daddy, what she should have done is maybe put those monies into a fund for her kids, like a fucking normal person, rather than getting a boob job like a degenerate piece of shit. Maybe save a little bit of money, because Monty's gonna want his money really soon.
Paid plane ticket, which, by the
Buddha,
way, I have been
okay.
paying him in Cash App.
Okay, Jessica, thank you.
I have a feeling it was my money he most likely used. And I've been paying him for my channel intro trailers. He made me probably a dozen intro trailers, and I sent him a donation.
Girl.
You didn't send in a donation, you sent in payment. I'm not doing fucking work for free, and good thing I didn't. Because a lot of people are like, if he's with you, why don't you do it for free? Pause. First, I wasn't with this piece of shit. Okay? I was trying to get to know this piece of shit. This piece of shit turned out to be a real piece of shit and a sociopath. Therefore, I'm out. I don't deal with sociopaths over the internet, especially degenerate ones that lie about everything. That's a bad formula for a lot of shit. And I want my life really, really simple. I don't want sociopathic, borderline pieces of shit in my life trying to screw me over or talk shit and lie, because it seems that's what all they do. You hope PG's
You were
okay?
in a relationship.
PG is not going to be okay, because I have to do some filings against PG. I'm not going to actually let this sit, especially after being stalked and harassed for years. It's not fun. It's not cute, and you will never understand unless you yourself have been stalked and harassed. So hopefully that piece of shit is churning somewhere and is extremely uncomfortable from the criminal worker that she's going to get. And there's further things that's going to be happening.
Relationship with this man, and you had to pay him for your trailers? Seriously? Like, really?
PG's delivery was on point.
When his mom passed away.
Yeah, it's on point. And this is why you gotta not believe people on the internet, because they're very convincing. Just like who was it that was here 2 days ago that said this? Just like what that person said, there's people who have honed a craft to the point where they're extremely convincing. And it is your job not to get screwed over by these individuals that all they want to do is be convincing, because they know how to do it well, with the crying, with the voice, with a whole lot of other factors, twisting and turning things. So as Capone says, yeah, it's convincing, it is. But as a regular, normal, level-headed human being, you take a look at this and you look into it before you give your opinion and judgment on things.
I had those screenshots.
Barbecue is my best friend for life.
I know I haven't said hello to chat. Hello to chat.
All right, we're gonna go ahead, because
Yes.
I really don't want to hear.
Thank you for the super chat.
Of what he's saying. Actually, maybe I should go back.
This man was being a sugar baby for all these women. Like, he was even asking money for the trailers. How low can you go?
Okay. What time point is this? How I'm asking money for work that I've done, and that is low, because when your fat ass is at work, you shouldn't be paid for it, because I guess that's also low, right? So it's low when people get paid for taking the time out to do work, you fucking idiot. And I'm being a sugar baby. How the fuck am I being a sugar baby to a fucking tard that gets paid what, like $900, $1,000, $1,100 a month through the government? How the fuck is she gonna be a sugar mama? She gets paid through the government. That's what she fucking lives off of. That's where her car's rattling around all the fucking place, and she doesn't have a fucking job, even though she's told you a million times she has 3 jobs. Then it's 2 jobs. Then it's 1 job. Then it's back to 3. Then it's back to 1. Then it's back to 2. Stupid.
A little bit. Be done with it and move on. I want to do first because I don't want to dox him, but I don't even sure this is a legal copyright.
It is
I
legal.
thought in order to copyright.
This is Natter
It's
2.0.
not what you think, is what you know. If you don't know about copyright,
Right back at you.
Did Monty say where's my thumbnail?
Right back at you. You were mad because you were shoved into a category. Now I'm shoved into this weird category that I don't know. It was getting to you, the people coming forward one by one. You were stressing, trying to figure out who it was. Snapped at me a couple times, dismissed it, told myself he was under stress, it was fine. And then I probably should have been a little bit more kind.
shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Do not talk about it.
See?
Hope you enjoy
Is
the
the
ASMR.
fashion
so
of
mad.
mental illness?
So I'm not even sure this is a legal copyright. I thought in order to copyright another
Thanks,
user,
baby.
you need to use your legal name.
Is this guy stupid?
Mhm.
If you don't know about copyright,
So the
then
name
don't
that
talk
was used
about
was not the
copyright.
legal name that I believe is his.
Stupid.
Funny how far we've gone with barbecue's stupid ass chicken faking 2 kids. You know, in the most ridiculous way that I even saw that it was fake. Nobody had to tell me. As soon as Foodie B, you remember that tower Foodie B was in? It was like white and blue striped. Then all of a sudden, people were congratulating this idiot about her giving birth to twins, and then literally the same or the next day she was making videos. I believe it was the same day. And I'm like, seriously, you're trying to convince thousands of people that you gave birth and people are congratulating you like the fools they are, and you were so stupid enough not to know and understand that when people give birth, especially when you have multiple kids coming out of you, that it takes a while. In fact, there's a lot of people who truly never recover. That's why there's, post-mortem things that happen to individuals. But this fool, literally the same day, was making videos. It was stupid. It was completely idiotic. And I clocked it. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This moron literally said she had twins and then was making foodie beauty videos.
But
Based on what I saw on the farms. Monty hates the farms, which is funny because we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
So I'm not even sure this is valid. But the good
that
news
people
is
do.
Troll Detective is going to be appealing this video. Good for you. I've already said in my last video with Kat, Monty, you're more than welcome to strike me. Please continue making this worse for yourself. You have not learned a thing from the elder.
the irony of Gigi talking about copyright striking, because at this point he wanted to tell you he doesn't copyright strike, and then a month later he was copyright striking. The irony of it all. But now he doesn't talk about fake copyright strikes because he does it now. So he can't say that it's bullshit or it's fake. Before, when he wasn't doing GoFundMe, everybody that does a GoFundMe is a scammer. Now that he has a GoFundMe, we won't talk about that anymore.
Generation
Right,
of
Fox
Hated
Lady.
Nation.
Stop, Florida.
You have not
What's
learned a
going on?
thing from that crew. Although I will say this, as obnoxious as your elders were or continue to be are, even they know.
no, G.
Even they know not to copyright strike.
What is there?
Right. I don't think we've ever seen a Hater Nation member copyright strike anything.
Yeah, they have copyright struck before. So shut up.
Anybody.
Even I know that.
Until recently. I feel like
So Monty knows. I mean, Gigi is saying that.
Is this a case of the pot calling the kettle black? Yep. We got PG later in her life back in 2024, but this video is in 2022. Decided to fake at least one child. Remember that when we talked about her so-called ex? And at that point, a lot of people were saying, "Yeah, that's her ex." But you gotta realize that this person is a loser. And just because she says that somebody is her ex doesn't make that person her ex. This person has fully denied that the child that she has is his child. That's why that child doesn't have his last name. He's outright denied. He has nothing to do with her. He doesn't have a child with her, even though she makes these outrageous claims that this man is the father of her child. Funny. Well, actually, not really funny, but I should rather say peculiar how that is. Was there a DNA test? Has there been? Because I would think there would be a DNA test. And if there is a DNA test, why would she still say that the guy is the father for child? I don't know. Maybe because she's fucking crazy. Maybe that's why. She does crazy shit. And that's why she now has an ankle monitor. Because she's a piece of shit. That's the crazy shit.
That for you to do a counterclaim, you have to give your full name and address, which is right. But you can also go for the legal branch, per se, and you can hire an attorney and keep your things anonymous. But that requires hiring an attorney, so that requires spending money on an attorney.
This is a new.
Can I
I feel like this is a new development. This is a new pattern.
Will do.
This is
Rebecca, thank you for telling me about the farms. Didn't even know my information was on the farms. Now I'm connecting the dots as to how my name was showing up in chat.
Oh, now you connect the dots. So
Oh my gosh, those
I owe
teeth.
Tiny
So
Dance.
you go on stream, you freak out, you make absurd fucking stupid ass claims that I am putting your name out there without any insight that maybe you shouldn't in the first place use your real name on Twitter and on Instagram, and then you just somehow blame me with no evidence when your actual name, of course, because people will look at anybody and everybody, is on the farms. Stupidness.
Chat.
Oh my gosh, those
I owe
teeth.
Tiny Dancer the biggest apology
Tiny Dancer is a piece of shit that went after
because I
Ikmel.
was denying that it was happening to
It
myself.
didn't work out for her, and now she's gone from the internet. She's a loser, and she will get her just dessert. Okay? Don't feel any pity or sympathy for Tiny Dancer. She got her win off of me because a lot of people are believing her bullshit. So was people believing Booty Bitch's bullshit about me sending dick pics and me allegedly, supposedly in her house raping her. And then we got a whole bunch of other people flying on the radar. But people have come to know that whenever people say these outrageous things, what I've been noticing is a lot of people just don't even bother with them or don't say anything. Back in 2022, I guess a lot of people were just really stupid. I would just believe people rather than like, wait a second. I guess 2025 people are like, yeah, there's a lot of liars here. There's a lot of degenerates around. Maybe I shouldn't just believe what this person is saying.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca. Sorry, guys, I'm not in the mood to read comments out loud today. You can forgive me.
a new affliction.
I'm done.
The newer generation.
GG was being racist at Charlie Gold.
Purple Glitter is an ex-VIB who made a Chantal reaction channel. And while she was doing a Chantal reaction channel, she was also in a relationship with Monty since September 2021. So
Jesus Christ.
for a whole year.
Repeating the
Worse than the previous ones.
stupidity
I really did not think it would be
because
possible.
somebody with her erotomania tells you that the first day they ask a man a question is the day and time. She probably has it down to the exact seconds that she was in a relationship with him, even though she's not in a fucking relationship. Like, yikes, man.
Here we are today. I will say this though: if this were Chantal's name, copyright claim by Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, we would have 30 videos today about the evils of false copyright striking. But of course, hey, reality check, you're about to be famous in a minute. But of course, because it's one of their own,
Right,
Chantal,
You never know.
nobody
Cappuccino is asking, so Monty,
I do have a low voice. Look.
got a plane ticket to go see Buddha without telling you. Did I get that right? Yes, we had been together about 11 months during that time frame.
Yo,
Are people still believing I got a ticket to go see Buddha? or are we've like wrapped that shit up? Like this is another aspect of girl world. The sensational made up bullshit is pushed into the community instead of, hey, maybe Monty's thinking about moving to Calgary because there's opportunity there. It gets twisted into, oh, he's going to Calgary because of Buddha. No, I'm not a fucking loser. I'm going there because my life takes precedence. And if I'm going to go there because there's opportunity for me, then I'm going to go there. I'm not going there because of some piece of shit on the internet.
I literally went to bed and woke up to a whole like mess. Like I slept. I just slept. And all of these things like just developed.
Never mentioned the plane ticket. He did, however, the night before his mother's funeral when I was on the phone with him.
But I'm thinking
when I
about
was on the phone with him the night of his mother's passing, and I talked to him till he went to sleep because I told him I wasn't going to leave him by himself. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, he didn't tell me about the plane ticket. Just like there's a bunch of other things he didn't explain either.
Who cares?
Boy,
right? Nobody cares.
He's
Why the fuck would I tell somebody who I'm thinking has some serious fucking issues and that has been lying to me anything? I'm not. I'm going to tell you because you're fucking crazy. At this point in time, I'm realizing that this person is crazy. I'm not going to tell you anything or talk to you. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. You're crazy.
Apparently in a relationship with every single reaction channel there is. Or the women in his panel.
No one's interested. The bigger channels are going to go back to Chantal today. They're going to go off and see what Amber's doing and tell Amber it's not good enough.
Trisha says Gigi used to be an ex supporter. If that tells you anything about him, yeah, him and Eggs bad boy.
As far as I could tell, I don't think they did because she mentioned that she was willing to she was willing to travel, whatever, but she didn't say she did. So as far as I know, they haven't met in person yet.
Project was running a channel together, just smearing people anonymously, of course, until they got out of favor with each other. See, I know that.
But copyright striking is the least of this man's concerns.
Thank you, Desiree.
Not concerns, issues, I should say. So I'm going to go over some
Thank you.
screenshots I want to share with you all. So I've been noticing, and I've been waiting to do a video on this. I wanted to put some stuff together and make a formal video, and I was going to do that. But then I was like, you know what? If I'm going to stream the Troll Detective video,
Pete's something. Pete's pony, little pony, something like that. I don't remember. Somebody put it in the chat. I don't remember. It's pizzas with pony and something. Bronies? Oh, I'm sorry.
I also put some initial thoughts out here. So I'm going to leave
Thank you, DG.
publish these on Twitter out of the name. If you're in chat and you want to.
Oh, by the way, this is Tiny Dancer. So should I even go over these? I made
Tiny Dancer had to deal with so much.
Oh, Pizza's
the
Little
video, by
Brony
the way,
collection. There we
explaining all
go.
of this in terms of
That's her
our
other
conversation.
Did Troll
And it already-
Detective ever
I
come
hate
back?
when people put up
Troll
somebody-
Detective has changed their channel to something else. I've been keeping an eye on Troll Detective because not only do I have some legal matters with Troll Detective, but also the lawyer that she defrauded in California has some legal matters with Troll Detective. So when Troll Detective comes back or things are revealed, then there's going to be some paperwork because you don't defraud lawyers, because we have Buddha Bitch doing the same shit with the lawyer in Toronto. That's going to be settled. Troll Detective's fraud needs to be settled as well. So if anybody knows who actually Troll Detective is, even though they try and masquerade as a dude, we know they're a Scottish granny, then please tell me, because that matter really does need to be settled. Don't defraud lawyers. Don't say that a person that has passed the bar, that has gone to law school, that has studied their ass off is your lawyer when they're not your lawyer.
else is, or their private conversation with somebody else. I think it's in poor taste. I would never.
Sir, I have never done that to you. Not once. Never. So how do you feel
Is she
now
laughing?
that my information is on the farms? Because you were the only one who knew it.
Never do that unless I have to, and it seems I'm having to do this now because Tiny Dancer does this
Thank
sort
you,
of thing.
Scarlett.
Yeah, that's her.
If you saw her in
Chris,
his chat, what she was doing was even doxing,
That's her.
saying which city I live in.
she admitted it.
Our me wife is asking how long we have been together.
Hey, Aisha. Hello.
On September 25th, it would have been our 1 year.
Talking this about me, talking that about me, but that's the exact same thing I said. Like he likes
And he was the one that declared the relationship first, not me. It was declared on Kick.
to dox. That's what she does. She likes to dox. She even ratted on her own self, saying how she was taking screenshots and sending them to friends. That's not
So Polly is saying proof of Monty actually getting a ticket or having an actual girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. There isn't any proof because it didn't happen. But people just automatically believe what this loser has to say because she's coming on the internet saying it. And that's extremely dangerous. I'm even surprised more people aren't in court because of stupid shit like this.
Thank you, Tizzy Don. Tizzy Don, go hard on him, PG. Don't let him hit you. I'm trying here. I am going to have to stop talking long enough I need to calm down just a minute. I know I will interject if anything major pops off that I need to correct him on.
The person you want around you.
I'm not gonna make you uncomfortable.
Okay, just my 2 cents that nobody asked for. When I met my husband, we were in a long distance relationship. We were friends for 5 years. 5 years before I could trust this man. Because we were in a long distance relationship. We were, seeing each other every few months, but you can never trust somebody like that. It took me a long time. So please take your time. I'm not saying 5 years.
Oh, so she has a husband. Great. Hopefully they have a house. I wonder what it looks like. I'd love to be living in it. Maybe I'll be living in it soon enough. Maybe. Barbecue chilling. We'll see. Can hand it over to me.
But take your time to know somebody. Don't just jump into trusting somebody. Okay. Just
Polly, I think you're just a very level grounded individual. We got a lot of morons on YouTube. Less of them these days because I've seen people say outrageous shit. Even in my chat on Tuesday, saying how Kevin Wong's pictures were off when they were a minor, and not a lot of people are catching the bait. Of course, there's gonna be 1 or 2 or 3 or a few dumbasses out there that believe that stupid shit, but there are a lot of trolls that say a lot of shit, and a lot of that stuff, even almost all, practically all, is not true. And it's your job, if you want to remain in this community, to decipher what the truth is and not have people tell you all sorts of bullshit and then you run with it. It's dangerous.
My advice.
And ask you for permission, even though you did put it on Twitter. It's a whole different platform. So
Right, boys.
yes, I did see Yaba said Yaba's an admission too. If Monty sniped Chantal today, she's gonna snipe him back. Good. If I had the time, I would do the same. It's about time the real problems are being focused on, because Chantal's not a real problem. Chantal's a mess. Chantal puts her foot in her mouth. Chantal does something.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, the 2 things that he didn't tell me about that were the true icebreakers in the whole thing, that was an actions over words kind of thing, was the plane ticket and not telling me about the move. Because my therapist's response was,
that's a no.
Wait a minute.
And here's the other thing I'm still not getting. Excuse me. Here's another thing that I've clued in right away. I'm like, why are people listening to this when this person is literally telegraphing to you that she's crazy? Yeah, because I'm listening to this, and this woman repeatedly is saying that she keeps talking her, my therapist, my therapist, my therapist. Why are you believing somebody that is repeatedly needing to go to her therapist and then keeps saying that her therapist says this, her therapist says that, which is kind of dictating that she's talking about girl world to her therapist? What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the mental capacity of this person?
Say no.
You asked this guy, are we both on the same page? Are we both only seeing each other? And he said yes instantly. I only had to ask that maybe 2 or 3 times. That was the icebreaker. Not telling me. And then making that announcement last night that
She
you were no
said-
longer covering FB
She
without
said I
saying,
only had to ask him 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna be my.
a single word to me about that. Just assuming I would take over for you. Let's not forget that whenever you were making plans to go see Buddha, you, about that time, asked me how I felt about restarting my channel. I said, no problem. I'll boost you. Let me boost you. And I thought, okay, I already know a lot of people in that crowd. That could work. I could do this. I could try. Because
Okay, Polly says it's almost as if the job of YouTuber is to throw the crazy shit against the wall over and over again until something sticks, then run with it to get clicks and views or whatever makes money. Yep.
my anxiety is what kept me from doing a lot of things. I think you told me in text I wanted to help you. Didn't ask for the help. I was trying to kind of pull away from shit.
I'm gonna have to buy diapers.
I'm still surprised that so much things got wrapped up within the last month or two with the whole craziness that started happening in April. Like, it's been almost 2 months just about that Purple Glitter did her bullshit and contacted the lawyer. And of course, he went into the sheriff's office. I didn't think it was going to actually wrap up that soon, to be honest with you. I thought I'd had to like move to Missouri and, you know, use the sheriffs and the police to try and get those women to stop contacting me. I actually thought this was going to be like a 2 to 5 year plan. So that would be 2.5 years plus another 2 to 5 years. So the max 7.5 years to get this piece of shit out of my life. I thought, yep, close to a decade to get this piece of shit that would not stop making shit up because she doesn't have to work. She doesn't need a job because she gets propped up by the government and she makes up all these fucking stories, these delusions of grandeur that a lot of psychos do, and yet come on the internet and have people believe this bullshit.
When I had left.
7.5 years of my life.
Whose birthday is it?
So this has gone from helping me to making me really wonder,
Whose birthday is it?
did you ask me to start my channel in order to distract me so you could maintain a relationship with Buddha?
How would you having a channel distract you from anything? Like, it's completely ridiculous. You have a bunch of horny losers on here that try and get guys, and if you tell them, hey, I don't want to talk to you, or hey, you know, this is not going to work, what do? They try and fuck with your life. And this is why they're fucking horny losers. More on the latter being a loser than on the former being horny. It's literally the play too. It's my best belief that's what fucking that little shit Tiny Dancer tried to do with Ikmel, but Ikmel and his crew wasn't having it. In fact, that guy's been doing really well, having like 27,000, 30,000 people in his chat when the whole situation with the lawmakers was happening like a week ago. Yeah, she got away with it here doing that bullshit, but couldn't get away with it over there. Same with this piece of horny shit. Got away with it with me, but like, hey, I can get away with this if I talk to a guy and he finds out that I'm a crazy fuck, then I'm just gonna make shit up about him and then try and pester and lie about him to, you know, put him into compliance. That's not gonna work with your lawyer. It might have worked with me because of dumb fucks on the internet listening to your stupidity, but it's not going to work elsewhere.
Because that's how it feels. It feels like in that moment, that decision was made without me.
Jessica, shut up.
Yeah, I did. Because
I've been
how the hell am I going to get this piece of shit that has literally nothing to lose except for her social services shit? But she's so fucking crazy that even me reporting her reinforces the monies that she gets from the government to prop her crazy fat ass up that lives in a muumuu. That the only way I could get rid of this piece of shit from stop fucking harassing me is have a 2 to 5 year plan.
Since the end of July, when my birthday was on the 31st.
Dumb shit. But when Chantal does something like this, it's World War III, right? But of course, that's why. Listen, props to Yaba. I've said this from the very beginning.
Yes.
Never had a
correct.
problem with Yaba. Her reactions, not my cup of
And Buddha, so far, I think these things are reaching. Buddha is on some
No.
other level. If I told you the type of shit that Buddha was saying
No.
about all the creators,
He loved Buddha.
about French Fried Girl, you'd be surprised. Because once you start knowing somebody, you know somebody. But anyways,
By the way, that's where he's going to throw me under the bus. He's going to be taking what I've said about things and spin them in a way that he thinks he's a genius for knowing it.
Buddha says she's no longer my friend. Okay, fine, she's no longer my friend. But what happened with Buddha is, yeah, she's two-faced, exactly two-faced. I try to help Buddha. Buddha has a lot of issues. I try to help Buddha. I mean, I have the text messages, I have everything in terms of Buddha. Well, basically, an incident happened with her. I try to help her with her.
Okay, repeating storylines. He wanted to help Tiny Dancer with her OnlyFans. He wanted to help Buddha with her OnlyFans. He offered to reboot.
I didn't want to help Tiny Dancer with her OnlyFans in the sense that I'm offering. What happened was she wanted me to reach out to, who is it again? Who's that one from Toronto that likes to like prostitute herself out? Yeah, Sagittarius Shoddy. Because Sagittarius Shoddy owed me a favor. And she's like, oh, well, if you could let Sagittarius Shoddy boost my OnlyFans, that would be great, blah, 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 blah. I was like thinking about it. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that because Sagittarius Shoddy does have a really good fan base. A lot of people like to watch her shit. I mean, I wouldn't. That's the other thing. Why the hell are people who have zero education, once again, nothing, and then they're idolized? She's idolized for what? Like giving head to guys, doing stupid shit, having sex with guys as fathers and brothers. Like, it's so ridiculous.
My channel.
I can fix it.
Repeated patterns
That's the
of
problem.
behavior.
Content. I try to boost her in my community tab. But
Kayla.
the bottom line is she is a two-faced person. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, he
She'll
was.
talk mad
Thank
Army
shit
was.
you.
about
Thank you.
FFG, but you're going FFG's chat. And all of a sudden, she's no longer in FFG's chat because then she's talking mad shit about
Pies.
FFG. Completely two-faced, but we won't go there.
tea. That's fine. I'm sure mine are not her cup of tea. But Yaba's always been one who
She
will go
was
against
shaking
the
the other
grain.
night.
She does not hide behind the Hater Nation bigot channels. I'm not sure if she did before, but
I
she
know,
just
right?
will call out anybody. Yaba
Ginkgo
understands something that
biloba and
Monty doesn't
Sudoku. I need to drink some ginkgo biloba and do some Sudoku to better my mind. You know what? I was kind of doing Sudoku, but then I literally these days what I do is try and better myself in a lot of other ways. But that's pretty funny. I had a brain fart with Sagittarius's name. So the whole Sagittarius thing. Remember when Sagittarius was talking about that DJ and she was saying how he was, like sleeping with her, but not in those words. There was more vulgar words. And then she came to me and he came to me like, could you take the video down? And took the video down. And she was like, yeah, okay, fine. Thank you for taking the video down. I owe you a favor. It was because of that. And there was another incident with another dude, like this, like super dark dude that looks like Choco Black. No, not Choco, Crunchy Black from like Don't Save She Don't Wanna Be Saved. What's that group called again with Crunchy Black? That's what that. But he had like we're getting way too off tangent here. 3-6 Mafia.
We are all subject to the same criticism that
So
we give
Capone?
Chantal.
I'm in the States.
Capone.
Capone says, I think they generally have a real friendship. Okay, we got two psychos having a friendship. That is never going to work out. That's kind of like having an immovable object going against an unstoppable force. They're going to have a disagreement, and then all this shit is going to come out. I'm telling you, Capone. We're going to be listening to some recorded conversations. We're going to have hours, 12-hour streams on shit talking. A lot of bullshit, okay? I'm just calling it right now. I look bloated on camera. Also, you think your fossil watch? Oh my god! I have a fossil watch. I love that.
Okay.
I
There's
love
a
that I
there's a
have
channel
a
out there who made a
fossil
couple
watch and I'm
ridiculous videos
bloated.
about me, one-sided video. Ridiculous, stupid videos. Two
Thank you, Kay.
young women with an axe to grind who did not get enough attention from me. Did I go strike their videos? No, because number one, their videos were stupid, and everybody who watched their videos outside of
Or maybe you're just broke. Maybe that's it.
You don't think so? One like
somebody's
to
moderators and fan base.
one seems to like to go after big corporations and get away when they settle, because 100K for like a company that makes hundreds of millions to billions isn't anything. Fossil is a good brand, but my watch wasn't Fossil.
Realized how completely one-sided
Really,
and
Monty?
biased it was. So there was really nothing for me to worry about.
Are you gonna shame people
But
for being broke?
Maverickson is asking, hey, did you happen to meet Monty in person? No, I did not. There were talks of him coming to meet me. He had originally discussed seeing me on my birthday, which was on the 31st. And of course, his mother's passing did change a lot of those plans. And I automatically set it aside and was more focused on him and getting him through what he needed to get through. Exactly, Kuwa. It's okay, Jennifer. I'll get through it.
Listen, I just
I'm
opened.
just not going to feel
Hold
better.
on. I just opened Twitter, and I saw Michael V. Petty say, "Everyone log the F off." And then I saw another one that said, "Remember when the biggest scandal in the community was that Charlie didn't weigh in?" Girl, how the times have changed.
Oh, thank you, Polly. I've brought that up a few times where I've said that yes, I was at Natter's second hearing. No, I didn't just make up that I was there, because I find that fucking weird. If I say I'm there, I'm there. Just like yesterday, I was in S-Jam's chat. I'm like, S-Jam, I was in Mitchell, Ontario, and I was in what's the other place? Northwest of Mitchell. Because it seems he lives in the area. I was there because I do a bit out in Clinton. I was in that area, like Mitchell, Clinton, Stratford. I was there. Do I need to prove that? Do you guys want a receipt or something from shit I bought in Stratford? I even showed my receipt of the parking that I paid for in Gatineau right before 8 a.m. I've met Polly in person. I've met a few people that were really good, down-to-earth people. And of course, Kidney J was there, but we won't talk about that. But people still to this day believe I just made up that I was at Natter's court case. Why? Because I said that he got a warrant for his arrest. He did. Just no one understand that there's different types of warrants out there. So just because you see him not being arrested doesn't mean they're actively looking for him. There is it really does just boil down to people's knowledge base and intelligence quotient, because if they're a lot smarter, then a lot of this dumb shit would be caught. They would have clocked it, but they don't, because people aren't that smart. Well, a lot of people in the space, I should say rather, isn't smart.
Can't do anything about the farms, but I know the source. So I would suggest to the farms that you look for anything, if you can do some type of like
a lot of people did
scan or something to
say
find
that I didn't go there
posting.
when I did.
I would suggest blocking him. This is how he's doxing people.
Lindsay with the name says T. Monty has a second channel under the name Brian Nudie 22.
Oh my god.
Where he complains about pickleball.
I would actually make a channel complain about pickleball. Pickleball is freaking huge right now. That's actually a pretty good idea. Do a pickleball channel and I talk shit about pickleball. You know how much pickleball has blown up? Let me check right now. That pickleball guy, 2 years ago, 2.3 million views. Holy shit. I'm definitely making a pickleball channel.
Or he's getting someone to do it on his behalf. And who does that remind us of?
I can't believe these
Find
tweets.
some Nads.
Even if there was, I still wouldn't strike it, right? Because I put myself on this platform.
No, you're broke.
Maybe
Don't say you
gamer
were
girl.
gonna
Who
strike it. If
cares?
you had the money, you would take them to court. You're just broke.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
Holly.
what we're looking here, I'm sorry, I went off course.
You
What we're
love
looking here,
pickles?
And you know what's the most
But do you
disgusting
love
thing to me,
pickleball?
Monty?
What?
Is I was so excited to try to reboot everything.
Reboot what?
and reconnect. And because of your actions, by doing what you're doing with all these women, my channel is completely invalidated now.
Love it, Polly. You know what? Her channel would have still gone well. I mean, she did have at one point 1,500 people listening to her. Like, I won't knock that PG did have a really good channel when she only focused on foodie beauty. A lot of people really liked her insight. But if she's not focusing on foodie beauty and focusing on other things, the crazy comes out, doesn't it? Same with a lot of other people. You notice a lot of peculiar, weird behavior when they're not doing foodie beauty stuff. When we didn't know she wasn't well, yeah, she had 1,500 people in her chat listening to all her blabble.
Here is a text message.
No,
Might be Instagram.
what?
I think based on the branding up above.
So she's saying that her channel is completely invalidated because of what Monty did. Really? You're gonna do this to yourself, Purple Glitter? Just listen. Just move on. Keep doing what you're doing on your channel. There's nothing.
I'm gonna disagree with you here, Capone. People still ran with Purple Glitter even up to and until the lawyer stuff started happening. Even then, a lot of people were still running with their nonsense and her bullshit claims. It's when people started to shift was when she got put into court for harassing her lawyer. Then people would have a solid foundation to say and show that Purple Glitter is not well. That was the foundation, because you don't do that. When a lawyer doesn't want to talk to you, your matters have been concluded, whatever those matters are. Stop messaging this man. He doesn't have any business with you. Regarding her opinion on foodie, I mean, she was a former VIB. A lot of former VIBs are not there, not well. But yeah, I think that was the point when the whole gotta take her to court to get a protection order against her. A lot of people were saying that, hey, this person is no bueno.
I don't even care about this. This is just funny.
From Monty, between a subscriber, I believe also a mod at some point.
Exactly.
This mod, I don't have the full backstory, so I'm just going to tell you what I know about this text message.
Thank you, Victoria.
Above, she was.
I mean, I'm not sure about the pizza's little brony. I'm sure that one nobody's gonna watch it, but this one, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Was asking Monty to follow her. I don't know if she meant follow on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
If you don't know what it is about, then why are you talking about it? This is the stupidity of the internet. At least figure out why this text is saying what it's saying. It's extremely stupid to talk about something and not.
Are people like believing Gigi's bullshit still? Like, Gigi has shown himself that he goes after people that start to get a lot of views and a lot of people in their chats. If you're a person, you start to get hundreds or 1,000 or 1,500 views, Gigi starts talking shit about you. Like, when is AK gonna win her case against this man? Because I'm up next. And if you didn't know that, well, now you do, because I have matters to settle with Gigi. So we're gonna have AK win her case, and then I'm gonna have to take Gigi to court for calling me repeatedly a criminal, that I do all these crimes. Then he started saying, oh, I do small crimes. Well, you gotta tell me, Gigi, which crimes have I been doing? You gotta actually show that I've done crimes.
Have any background knowledge, but it seems this is the constant case for Gigi. He keeps doing this stupid shit.
And Monty up above says, you want me to follow you? And this person says, yes.
Raining ground.
I can't believe she had. This was the height of foodie beauty stuff was 2021 into 2022. So especially Christmas 2021, when we had the CPAP rescue, and Nader was talking a lot of shit. Even Nader at one point had over 1,000 people, close to 1,500 people in his chat. I remember this distinctly because it was in Niagara Falls. I was out with a friend, and Nader was doing this stream, and people were messaging me like, oh my god, are you listening or watching what Nader's doing? I was in the falls. Then I went to a drive-through Christmas light show. There was nothing I could do. But I remember that distinctly. I looked at Natter's channel. Natter had well over 1,000 people in his chat. So back then, you like Gigi though? Gigi's a piece of shit.
Monty, because they were
He's
already feeling a
watching
certain
Gaining
way. Like
Ground.
maybe he wasn't who he says he was, or maybe he was being an opportunist. Maybe he was using her for money.
Maybe he was using her for money. He needs to be very careful with his words.
Really? You were gonna say he needs to be really careful with words when you're the one calling people broke, and all of these names.
Yeah, and somebody really needs to be careful, barbecue chicken, because you might go broke. It's the age of lawsuits, barbecue chicken, and people will and can sue you for doing the dumb shit you're doing right now, because you're saying and repeating things that are not true. Doesn't matter if it's years ago. What matters is that it wasn't the truth and you were saying it. She's in Spain though, it might be harder. Nah, I've been looking into it. I just need to go to Spain and file suit against her and recoup all the flights, all the lawyer monies and everything. That's what I'm gonna do.
Gamer girl, I
she
agree
still
with
around?
you.
Yeah, she is still around. She goes under barbecue chilling now and gets about just under the same views as Warlick Bread. Like Warlick Bread beats her in views, pound for pound, but she's pretty strong. But she's gonna have to be saving those pennies. What do they call them in Spain? Huh? The Spain. They got dollars over there, right?
And unfortunately, I have more disappointing news to report on that. Not only did he make all of my channel intro trailers, which I already freaked out about because he did use Andrew Apple Pie.
Oh, that's what
That
you're
is
about to
his
say.
signature trademark in his creations. He was also my content manager.
Because this guy is an effing idiot to literally
And yes, he has been removed. I did remove him as of 6 a.m. this morning.
do this. You don't know the context of this
Take care,
message,
Polly.
and then
Thanks
just
for
make
hanging
sure-
around. I
And
really
she
appreciate
wanted
you.
some kind of validation.
Check in with
that,
me
yeah, I'm
another
not just
time.
a pig.
And
Be
have
like,
what?
fun.
I mean something to you. I think there was even talk about the meeting at some point.
And I really still do appreciate that you sent me some stuff when I had my PO box in Norval. That was pretty cool. I really do appreciate it. And I always look at that. I'm like, hey, yeah, this is what Polly sent me. It's awesome. Yeah. Take care of yourself, man. See ya.
Talk about the meeting.
So
How do you know that? Where is this message?
Sorry, I had to
Where is
turn the
this
mic for a
evidence talking
second.
about meeting? There was zero intention of that shit.
so she says, yes, I want you to follow me. Do you want me to trust you?
I can't believe people are actually watching and listening.
What's funny?
You wanted that
Wait, where's the
gold
comment?
bracelet? Maybe one day, Capone.
Where's the comment?
And what
What's
color?
funny is that people are over here trusting everybody on their internet and then surprised when they turn on them. Learn. If you watch Chantal for a while now, which she has, because she was a VIB, learn not to do the same things Chantal has done. Simple.
Megan
Listening to
Fox
this
won
guy
it.
just talk shit out of the ear.
You wanted the
explained this
Jafar
already.
ring?
She booted me out.
I didn't mind the Jafar ring. That Jafar ring was probably pawned by Nads. I mean, it was like $226 when you add in the taxes, maybe 228. I remember that, and it wasn't like a super expensive ring, but I wouldn't consider it a cheap ring either. It was a ring that was a ring, and then she dumped it somewhere. I remember when she did that, and then I could swear Nads found it and probably pawned it for like a couple bucks.
This guy just talk shit out of the ear. I explained this already. She booted me out of my own Twitter mod group, talked shit on me, then left the group. Then a week or two later, she's like, hey, can we talk again? I apologize for doing what I did to you, because Natural Ginger remembers that. Natural Ginger was
Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me go back just a second.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
One
have
of
a
the people-
content. I don't have a content manager. I don't have any.
I believe
managers
it,
at all,
Fish.
and I'm doing just fine. Chantal doesn't have a manager either. I'm sure a lot of YouTubers don't have managers.
Or freaking confused.
There was zero intention of that shit.
Oh, she says, yes, I
Because you're the master manipulator behind it all.
want you to follow me. Do you want me to trust you?
You have this weird God complex
you,
about
Canadian
you,
girl.
Monty, where you want to save all the sex workers.
What?
And you want to take their content and use it to their advantage. Now, thankfully, you didn't.
What? What does she think I want to say? Spurious correlation. This is what I'm saying. This is a spurious correlation. There's just a lot of sex workers online. Too much, actually. I swear, the types of shit, like, you could at one point maybe still even consider Foodie Beauty a sex worker because she was posting content that was touching on a lot of sexual undertones and overtones. And then we have a ton of other people that will just say, yeah, they were in the game, they were night working shit. Like there's a lot. Like, why the hell would you, the shit that goes through this loop-de-loop's brain about I just want to save? No, that's Hannibal. Okay, speaking of Hannibal, I need to FOIA his arrest cam videos, both of them, because he got arrested twice that I know of.
Asked me for a lot of that, which is why I let you side with a lot. But now I know why. It was because you were getting in other places. Anyway, you're going to see a comment on the screen pop up in here in just a minute. I'm going to try to pause it again. It's under PLBC. Once again, that is my second code name because I felt it was necessary because of what the heat that Purple Glitter was getting, and I felt it necessary to
FFG's first giveaway was a Caillou doll.
And I say, stop the hate campaign because that's actually what it felt like.
Was it because of the whole GG situation because it looks like Caillou?
It felt like a hate campaign. This is more than a hate campaign, Monty. This is a reckoning or something. This is your karma.
I can't believe people are actually watching and listening to this guy.
Can't believe people are still watching and following you.
I mean, PG says you want to save people, but if you're going to be honest, she also wanted, she was looking to you to protect her. Yeah, a lot of times. And I think that's what she wanted from the lawyer, but the world doesn't work that way. The lawyer is there as your agent in terms of the courts, in terms of legalities. He might say, hey, he's going to save you. He could have said he was going to protect you or something along those lines, but he's doing it as a capacity, in the capacity of a lawyer, not as your partner, your boyfriend. And she convolutes those two things. Just because your lawyer is saying he's going to protect you, he's doing that because he's a lawyer. He's not there to looking for a relationship for you, PG. And that, I think, is what the trigger was for her to start stalking this man, because he wanted her to feel comfortable as his client, said certain words, and then she how do you put it? She focuses on those words. And because of that, she got herself into a lot of trouble.
Like, they don't even know half of it, unfortunately, and it's not even their fault.
I just talk shit out of the ear. I explained this already. She booted me out of my own Twitter.
Gingerbread, no.
Talk shit on me, then left the group.
What is that?
A week or two later, she's like, hey, can we talk again? I apologize.
There it is. Stop the hate campaign. Because as of 48 hours ago, that's where I was. That's my mental headspace that I was in. I was in defend mode, not attack mode. Debbie is asking, did Monty give garlic bread pointers? Monty did point out to me that he...
You mean you want to get along with somebody that has exploited people for money? Like, you want me to get along with somebody who is threatening to expose personal info on the internet just because he is caught?
Ooh.
Do you want me to get along?
Those are some real nasty defamatory words you're saying there, barbecue chilling. Should have known better. Because I want to know where I've been doing this in terms of... let's hear this again. I want to hear this again, and then I got to log it. 101.
Garlic bread pointers. Monty did point out to me that he...
You mean you want to get along with somebody that has exploited people for money?
Oh, the defamation. There we go.
Like, you want me to get along with somebody who is
Well, she learned she should have apologized and made steps to remedy the situation before I start making steps to remedy her.
threatening to expose personal info on the internet just because he is caught? Do you want me to get along with somebody who is now taking sides with an abuser on the for the copyright system?
Asking her doesn't matter. Okay, she's fundamentally defaming somebody, and she will suffer the consequences.
Is that who you want me to get along with? Because I don't want to.
He noticed garlic bread back in April, and he chose to avoid him because he
Doing what I did to you, because Natural Ginger remembers that. Natural Ginger was in that.
I wasn't talking about
group
Roman, Aisha.
that
I was talking about
controlled by
Natter.
Tiny Dancer, and then she booted
I
me
mean, you can ask her, but at this point in time, okay, here we go.
out of my own.
really. So, are you going to say something about all the people that are in my chat right now, Monty? Are you going to say something about all these people who are here to support and to try to understand what the hell is going on? Thank you, unclassically, Ashley.
Own mod group and then left. And then a week later, she wants to talk. I'm like, I'm sorry, but a lot of my mods don't really like what you did.
I mean, that I
They
know
say
of
that that's
course.
really
They
not
just haven't.
cool. They don't.
Of course, that I know of. Anybody can be weird online, but as long as I don't know anything, I don't have anything to prove it, so there's nothing I can say. I don't watch Roman. I don't talk to Roman. I don't care about Roman. I'm just saying we cannot. What's the word?
Yeah, pretty much, fish.
Like people, like they say, people are always innocent until they're proven guilty. So we can't say people are this or that without proof. Now that there's proof and it's been revealed, like Monty, then
The irony of this fatty saying that we can't do this without proof, but there's proof about me. What proof is there? Because somebody says something on the. What proof are you talking about? Let's hear this again, because this is idiotic. So you're saying that there's proof because this sociopath is talking, and that's the proof. Well, this sociopath 2.5 years later has been found out to be a liar with zero proof and a repetitive stalker of guys that she thinks wants her and is in love with her.
like they say, people are always innocent until they're proven guilty. So we can't say people are this or that without proof. Now that there's proof and it's been revealed, like Monty, then screw Monty. You know, this is so hilarious. The personification of the escalator quickly. Every time I get on this something new, please stay you barbecue. Thank you so much, Rebel.
Don't want you around. She's like, please, I'm apologizing.
Yeah, he did.
Just give me a second chance. I considered it.
Yeah, I agree with you, gamer girl. He unfortunately did say the same thing about Monty.
But I was like, if I follow you,
Sorry.
mods will find out, and that in turn.
Not about Monty, about Buddha. I'm sorry, guys. I'm spinning. I thought I would try to get through this. I'll tell you when I've hit my limit. Okay.
Will affect my channel because it will, which affects my mother because my mother was sick at this time. Gigi, being a dumbass, doesn't know anything, just making shit up.
If I follow you, my mods will find out, and then
Whoa, it says here that I can actually file a claim against somebody, a person, organization, and business based in another EU country without having to go to court. So Spain is part of the European Union.
Because he is asking me, is Monty garlic bread? No. But I could say so much on this, but we'll just see how this goes.
that in turn will affect my channel.
Dizzy asking all the important questions.
Okay.
What
So,
a effing
if you don't
idiot.
know, Monty's mother passed away from cancer. Very sad. My condolences. My sympathies are with you. The way he announced it was ridiculous.
Foodie
We'll
Beauty
cover that in
is live.
Thank
Nobody
you,
cares,
Tweets.
girl.
Tweets is saying now I'm really wondering who is in the chat.
Nobody
that he was
cares
dating.
right now.
Wasn't Gigi found out that the shit that he was saying about his mom was a lie? Didn't I hear that from AK? Can somebody back that up?
You can say I'm
Because he
wondering.
was saying he was taking care of his mother, and then it was found out that it was all bullshit once things were moving along in court. Because then he actually had to tell the truth, or try to, because of course he was gonna get found out.
The same thing. So I'm hoping that by Purple Glitter does want you have a real job. This is tricky. At the beginning, he told me that he had 2 jobs.
Oh, thank
First
you.
time he said he was
Thank you.
pharmacist.
Jesus Christ. When the hell did I ever tell somebody that I'm a pharmacist? The crazy shit that people make up. Let's hear this again.
Glitter does want you have a real job. This is tricky. At the beginning, he told me that he had 2 jobs.
Oh, thank
First
you.
time he said he was
Thank you.
pharmacist. Okay, cool. You're a pharmacist. Great. Good for you. I didn't really bother to ask for certification because as far as I was concerned, it was just talking, right? So I'm not going to pressure a man into showing me his driver's license and degree if I'm just talking to the guy.
Wait, did she say I'm not going to ask a man to show me their driver's license just because I'm talking to him? Who asked? Wait.
I'm a marine biologist.
Hold on the phone.
I'm a pharmacist. What else am I? People just make shit up.
Who asked for a driver's license to prove whatever? What?
I don't think he does, though. And I think him streaming for as much as he does, that gave him away. And I was like, look, it doesn't make any sense, dude. I was like, your audience is noticing how much time you're spending. They're noticing how creepy it is. All of these people reacting to you right now are trying to point things out to you in a constructive way. And instead of taking a breath, taking a moment, and going, hey, I should listen to what my coworkers are telling me. Instead,
oh, okay, Kristen call. Okay.
It's not normal. It's not normal for you to be online 6 to 8 hours a day just to Chantel. And I never in my life thought I would see the day where I've been backed into a corner where I'm taking Chantel's defense.
Stripper, dress model.
Really? The way I announced it? Oh, okay.
But I know what it's like to see a.
Hey, Capone, what if I told you at one point in my life I was a stripper? Would you believe me?
Please, people, tell me what's the team.
What if I told you it was at Remington's Men of Steel, north of Young and Dundas, south of Young and College?
Like I said, I don't do reactions on reactors, so
Hello,
I don't
Totally Fake Diaries.
Business. All I know is that he
Welcome.
was in cahoots with Negs.
Welcome.
Running a channel or 2, and that's as far as I know. I knew he had some sort of outburst some while back, and that got him into a lot of trouble. But if you have anything, then please tell me.
Hey, I'm a
if
little
he thinks
person.
this is all fair,
I mean,
fine,
not
and
a
dandy,
little
then
person.
please, what I will do.
You'll only believe that if I show the driver's license. Okay, I'm gonna be right on that, Fish. I'm gonna show it to you.
Is I will put negative comments about Gigi, put his voice in the background, and then make a video and see how he looks.
We discussed marriage.
Oh boy.
Or it is asking me, how did you discuss marriage with someone you've never met? And I know this sounds crazy.
Class A. I actually do have a Class A driver's license. Did I tell you that, Fish? Like, you have a really good memory. Did I tell you I have a Class A driver's license? I think I did. Because I think when I was doing my whole international license thing, I did mention I can pretty much drive anything.
And I'm sorry, Breezy. Again, I'm backed into a corner here.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause this before she says anything else. CJ, for being one of the unproblematic reaction channels, props to you for keeping cool, especially being pregnant. Thank you so much, CJ. Thank you.
Oh my God. You guessed that? Okay. One thing I think a lot of people need to do is continually improving in life. And yeah, I do have a Class A, aka Class 1 driver's license. Look at this. How ironic is this? $4 and not $4, £4.49 for being one of the only unproblematic reaction channels. Oh my God, that hits so in the ironic stomach, in the ironic belt so hard. For being only one of the only unproblematic reaction channels, because totally lying about kids isn't problematic, right? Props to you for keeping cool, especially being pregnant with 2 babies barbecues. That also hits really hard in the ironic belt. Those 2 sentences being one of the only unproblematic reaction channels while she sits there and lies about having twins, and then you're giving her props for keeping cool while being pregnant with her 2 baby barbecues when she actually didn't have any. Yikes.
For the super chat. Yeah, I don't want no smoke.
And she's
I don't
just so
want any of this smoke.
nonchalantly lying like that.
When the garlic bread and breezy situation happened, we had a discussion because I was having a panic attack. I was stressing out, and I said, "Why should I go back to my channel? You're contradicting everything that's happening right now. Why should I go back to my channel? What am I going to offer? What am I going to do?"
Reactions to Foodie.
And he said, "Look, the only way we say anything is if we're married." That's what he
What?
told me.
Girl.
Disintegrate. Maybe
Wait.
not the best word, but degenerate. Not
What?
I think this was very below the radar fish. Like when the farmers broke it out, because it was highly suspect once again when I was watching Foodie Beauty in those like white and blue striped towers when she first got to Kuwait, and then Barbecue Chicken gave birth, and all of a sudden making videos within a 24-hour period, and I'm like, what the hell? That is not how it works. You're gonna be very weak and out of it, and you're not gonna be able to. You can barely walk, much less, doing videos and with it and coherent enough. But the farms broke it out, and then Jessica Messica did a stream about it some time ago. But nothing truly really happened. But I'm gonna stream about it because I think it was very foul for her to be doing that.
Can we run that back? Because I don't understand what just happened. Hold on.
Some while back, and I got him fine comments about, and then make him.
Or it is asking me, how did you discuss marriage with someone you've never met? And I know this sounds crazy.
It is crazy.
And I'm sorry, Breezy.
What's up, Sandra?
Again, I'm backed into a corner here. When the garlic bread and breezy situation happened, we had a discussion because I was having a panic attack. I was stressing out, and I said, "Why should I go back to my channel? You're contradicting everything that's happening right now. Why should I go back to my channel? What am I going to offer? What am I going to do?" And he said, "Look, the only way we say anything is if we're married."
That didn't happen. That is delusion speaking there. Complete, straight, undeniable delusion.
That's what he told me.
What? What does purple glitter have anything to do with garlic situation? Oh, that was okay. Man. Monty, dude. Jeez.
Parents disintegrate. Maybe not the best word, but degenerate. Not degenerate. You know what I mean. Parents just have a disease that takes you over. Cancer. His was cancer.
That's not discussing marriage. That's him saying, I don't understand the connection between garlic and purple glitter. But whatever Monty was saying, that we have to be married. What? That's not talking about marriage. That's pinning you into a corner.
My
mother's dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever you want to call it. What I don't understand is using her for money and for sympathy.
Right,
Monty, your mother has since passed. Again, my condolences.
Shut the fuck up about my mother, you fucking drunk loser.
I don't.
Why people listen to this drunk fuck?
I don't agree with bringing up parents, especially when they're passed. Please stay out of people's parents. Thank you. I miss only having to keep up with good times. Thank you, Gingerbread Love.
Never speak about my mother like that. Peace.
By the way,
oof.
I know you were in the heat of a moment and you were under a lot of stress. I don't play this way with the verbal abuse. Okay?
Yeah, that was not cool.
I get it enough in my real life. Thank you.
Shit. Why are you still on YouTube? If you needed this channel for your mother and she's since passed, why are you still on YouTube? You weren't using her for sympathy.
Who is this Debbie Williams? Yes, we talked about Debbie Williams on Tuesday. Dumbass. Them blaming Buddha last night. People wonder why victims don't come forward. It's for that happened last night. Do they mean the BBW Veronica and what's it called? Skinny Queen stream where they pointed out to you that Buddha bitch is lying and they were telling you the truth? Is that what you're talking about? Demi Dumbass Williams, where a person kept on coming online with her psychopathic borderline personality ass and saying that I was sending her dick pics knowing that a dumbass like you wouldn't look into it and find the truth, and then double down by curating a video where she has tons of them, hundreds of hours, where a guy's face isn't showing to implicate and insinuate that I'm in her basement area, her below grade area, and I've raped her. Is that what you're talking about, Debbie Dumbass Williams? So when other people pointed out that this piece of shit is lying to you, you're saying people wonder why victims don't come forward. You know who's a fucking victim? Me for fucking 2.5 years having to put up with this fucking loser Purple Glitter making up all types of random shit. And she finally got the fucking how should I put it, ring that she wants, except it's more of a bracelet and it goes around her ankles. And then we have tons of other people with their bullshit and their lies are coming out into the light. Debbie Dumbass Williams.
Thank you, Debbie.
The audience now.
What the hell are you talking about? This guy reaches about anything. Reaches more than he reaches for that bottle of alcohol.
Oh,
Thank you, Lainey Bo. It was still my mistake, though.
oh,
Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm sorry to do this in such poor taste.
All right,
with
Monty.
no planned timing. With absolutely no time to figure it out. Oh, Oranges Pointed, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, AC.
Thank you. And I know how so insane a lot of this sounds, and yes, just know that gifts were exchanged.
The only reason I'm laughing is because this is just too surreal to be real. There's no way the desperation on some of these people is so real. Thank you for the super chat. There is no way somebody would make these choices. She is being, you know what? It's funny. If you don't agree, then yeah. Go ahead.
Changed. Oh, I think you need some Z.
Yeah, she's here, CJ.
Gifts were exchanged almost every holiday. Yeah, I don't know. See, there's just something about his persona.
So we go, who is this? Is this Siege? Why, I guess it says where we can't see. Why on earth are we trusting people we've never met? Exactly, Siege. Why on earth are you trusting that a person would come online and say anything they want and you're trusting that they're telling you the truth? So I would ask you that question. Why on earth are you trusting a person you've never met?
And there's something about his charm, and he makes you feel that you can trust him. And then he sweetens up the deal by providing extra attention.
It is funny.
But again, the attention comes with limits and instructions.
That would be really, 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 really sick. Okay, really sick.
Jesus,
I'm
shit.
sorry,
So
guys.
here's another screenshot. That's two screenshots that are very, very, very concerning to me.
Oh boy, here we go. So here, this is the exact reason why people's personal stuff shouldn't come out, because he's showing this. But what I can tell you is that I have a
People's personal shit shouldn't
I
come.
think what I need to do in short order after I wrap up this this fake pregnancy barbecue dumbass chicken segment arc is I gotta go over the whole tiny dancer shit because I still have the messages from multiple numbers. She's another one. Why do all these psychos like message me from like these random numbers? She would come message me and then leave. Come message me all types of random crazy shit, you know, cursing, screaming, yelling, and then leave. It's literally the same playbook for every one of these sociopaths.
Come out. That's some kind of irony right there.
A lot of screenshots.
Is
Of
this
Tiny Dancer,
barbecue's live stream new?
She's been
No, this isn't new. This is from 2.5 years ago when she is just listening to a sociopath say the most disingenuous, random lies and just believing it.
But she has. But you know what? I was being really, really nice. But it seems being really nice isn't the right thing to do at this moment. So maybe I should share all of her screenshots asking me a lot of things.
Tiny, I owe you so much more than an apology. I owe an apology to Tiny Dancer. I owe an apology to the entire reaction community.
I mean, I accept it.
How did I not see?
Yeah, this crying is wanting a boyfriend but not getting one. This is what the crying truly is. She wants a boyfriend, but she cannot get one because guys in her locale find out that or know that she's a sociopath. So she tries to do it on the internet. And then on the internet, guys will figure out that she's a sociopath. And so they no longer want to speak to her, but she tries to push it by contacting you, by messaging you, by being hot and cold, saying she's sorry, and then screaming at you, then demanding that you speak to her, and then threatening you that you speak to her. I know this because I've been through it. And I know that's what she was doing to her ex-lawyer because I've been through it with this degenerate piece of shit. Barbecue Chicken stopped live streaming really quick after she got caught with her twins lies. She just kept making her little videos about Chantel like a good girl. Yeah, really kept a very low radar. Stopped with Barbecue Chicken and went over to Barbecue Chillin' and started doing the low radar and not getting into bullshit with people, not getting into messes anymore, which is what you should have done in the fucking first place, Barbecue Chicken. Don't get yourself into shit like this. I don't want to be in shit like this. I just want to do my thing on the internet, and whatever fucking other people are doing is what they're doing, and I don't give a shit. I'm here to just do whatever I'm doing. But people pulling me into this shit because of this fucking loser that comes online and tries to force guys into relationships, lie about guys being in relationships with her, is doing this shit, and you want to involve yourself.
How this was going to go.
Saying a lot of
Yeah,
things
she
that
did,
shouldn't be
Sandra.
recorded.
She for
Keep the
real
number
lied
2
about
here.
having twins.
Number 2, because you know what number 2 is saying? It's saying that she, and then here's number 3. She got these.
Again, I want to say thank you to Sam. She had no idea I was in the chat today. I've never spoken to Sam in a DM. I've never reached out. It's just what she was saying.
So I just got a DM from someone on Twitter. And it was Purple Glitter saying, phone log proving he was the one who called during stream. And it says Monty 3 times. I don't know if her tweet has been deleted since then. I don't know if he deleted it. I mean, she deleted it. Oh, no, it's here. Phone log proving he was the one who called during the stream. And she... So he just called? So while she was live,
All right, so do you have a theory as to why Barbecue lied about being pregnant with twins, like a Munchausen thing? Capone explained it really well. A lot of people in this community, which is a lot of women, have body dysmorphia issues with their weight, eating problems. And instead of just being honest that, hey, yeah, I'm getting fat, just like 98% of you. I mean, come on. Who truly is skinny in this space? Yeah, I'm getting fat. She decided to blame it on her having twins. Not just, one baby, but 2. So, Capone, if you wanna explain that again, sure, go ahead, type it out. I'll put it on the screen. She said she was pregnant because all the people were saying she was fat because she was doing this video about cooking, and you could see that her hands were very fat. Like it's the hands, it's the fingers of a fat person. So she decided, hey, I'm just gonna say I got twins.
He called. It was 10:38 a.m.
Yeah, I called because I literally was sleeping in. I was exhausted from the night before for doing a lot of work. All of a sudden, I get all these random goddamn messages from Purple Glitter. You're the one who put my name in the chat. You did this too. You're this, that. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Call me right now. I'm like, missed calls from 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I get up and I call right away. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Think it should be playing in the stream because she did it intentionally to play it in the stream, thinking that I would shout at her. This is the fucked up thing. This is why I don't mess with this piece of shit. You don't play people like that or set people up like that.
When he called her. So he called her 3 times at 8:37 a.m. and again 3 times at 10:38 a.m. I am creeped out by the quick attachment to these people get to in reality. Internet strangers go outside, meet people, and get away from the computer. Sometimes you just need to log off, man. Thank you for the super chat, Rebel. Sometimes you just need to spend time outside, because, oof.
It was really resonating. It was fact over feeling, and I started up the live stream as soon as my power was back.
From her friends, as in she's been screenshotting these things and sending them off to people. So what's so concerning about somebody's
Thank you,
private
Beverly.
conversations with another person? It's supposed to be private. Anyways, let me show you something here because this is extremely important.
Go watch my
I don't
video
really
and touch
like
my
to
Yeah, I agree,
putting
Bamboozled.
people's private stuff on and then twisting the narrative to suit whatever. Wait
You
a
would think
second,
she
is
was
it-
attempting
yes, I
to
think
get
this
lots
is
of
it.
super
Yeah,
chats.
they are.
Folks.
All right.
I don't know if it was her intent, but she should know that would be the consequence. If you tell a whole bunch of women, 95+% of this community, these women, that you have twins, what do you expect them to do? Of course, they're going to super chat you. So what Barbecue Chicken actually needs to do is give all that money that she made after telling people that she was pregnant with twins. She needs to give it back or give it to charity because that was really messed up. Okay, Lorena, you do that. Because actually, that's a very good idea. I need to make a video about that because that's fraud. You don't do that shit. So thank you. So that is literally the definition of what fraud is. You don't tell a lie that you're pregnant with twins and go around because you know people are gonna super chat you, but like, oh, here's something for your babies, here's some money towards a stroller, and then you just take it and then you fuck off.
Here it is. Here we go. Give me a second here, people.
Thank you,
I
Pickles
should
Roll.
have this up, but I had a sound issue. All right, wait a second. Where is it? Nope, not right there.
I
I'm
mean,
looking for something.
okay. Monty is being a weirdo, okay, but how much does Monty is at fault for? Because you gotta take some of the blame too, because you gotta admit it's weird for you to get attached to somebody.
What the fuck was Charlie Gold defending this piece of shit doing? Somebody explain that to me because I'm getting pissed off right now. So how did Charlie go? What was her defense?
Over the internet and like for so quick. I don't know.
Specifically, that shows you exactly what kind of person Tiny Dancer
I am
is.
feeling well,
All right, here we
Patricia.
go. Found it. So this is the type of person she is. Like I said, I made a video about this, but this is the exact type of person she is.
Like, come on now.
What's up, Karina? All right, so here we go. All right, so she
No.
says here, remember how I
She
thought
never met him in person.
I do want to point out, sorry, I'm starting to calm down finally.
My
I do
gosh.
want to point out that the timing of everything, I'm confirmed that he probably said something about me back to Buddha. My guess is he's probably said more than a few choice words, that I'm attention whore, that I'm too needy, that I
They
act
shouldn't
like I have
demand
my
Are you talking
problems
about
together,
Jessica
but I don't.
Boas?
Okay. So she decided to not live stream because people would ask her for twins or where her twins are. Because if she's live streaming and we don't hear twins, then for 100% sure she's lying, right? Gotcha. But she doesn't have fucking twins. You miss Farida screaming. Farida's a piece of shit. Dr. Phil laughing. Dr. Phil's a piece of shit because he was the one who was on Hannibal's comment section after the whole thing with Hannibal assaulting his one of his girlfriends, the one that actually lives with him. He started putting up these excuses, which I do have, by the way. We're gonna go over that when I FOIA the Hannibal arrest videos, because there's more than one. I'm gonna be putting up all the pieces of shit that was defending Hannibal from beating and abusing women. He's the real abuser. Crazy how this community works. So I never beat or abuse anybody. I actually helped my aunt back in 22 to the point where I was paying for everything my aunt wanted. I come in this community, I do multiple GoFundMe's, or should I say I help with people's GoFundMe's for homelessness, for their skin burn, for everything. Never even touched anybody in the wrong way. Then all of a sudden I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, we got Hannibal on his moral soapbox, beating the fuck out of people, giving people viruses, trying to unalive people, and then he decided to yeet his channel and disappear. Yup, Ray. I helped Ray out. I helped that other person out. What was the one that was facing homelessness? The skin burn situation. Crazy. Do I Cookie complaining about the Australian heat? Do I Cook is a piece of shit and Skinny Queen's also a piece of shit.
And I'm not gonna let you invalidate my recovery.
Lost all screenshots and data involved with SFT and Monty. Well, it turns out I sent so many screenshots to my friends on Twitter, and just so Tippy was able to help me recover all my data. Remember, everybody, what is she saying? She's literally telling you she sends screenshots of your private conversations to multiple people or friends online. Is this the type of
I hope
person
so,
that
Stephanie.
you should be trusting? I wouldn't trust somebody after they're literally telling me.
If people want to say anything, what wrong have I done? What wrong thing have I done? Have I beaten somebody up? Do I have cases with assault ongoing? No. That's fucking Hannibal. Did I lie about having fucking twins? No. That's fucking this little shit barbecue chicken. Have I stolen money from people or made claims that I have a heart issue to get people to give me money? No, that's fucking Timberly. Like, it's fucked up.
They're screenshotting conversations and not only saving it for themselves, she's sending them out to people online.
The bank case has
I'm
no.
I'm not with that. No. Once I see that, it's done. You're not doing
Monty,
that to me.
girl.
This
Or
is
did
done.
what?
Yep.
But Capone, that's the crazy thing. Okay, people say I've been flirting with multiple people at the same time. No, that's not true. That is not true. Tiny Dancer, the horny little piece of shit, decided that she couldn't get a guy in person because they all know she's fucking crazy. So she comes online and tries to do it. The first guy she got arrested after she found out that he had a wife in Toronto, like he was partnered. Then she tells me about it. Then she tries to talk to me. Then I clued in that she was a fucking psycho, so I stopped talking to her. But what they want to do is spin and push this narrative that I was talking to all these women at the same time. That is not true. I started talking to Tiny Dancer when she came in my stream when I was still doing Sagittarius Shawty comment, and it was a stream about Saji being trafficked from in Toronto. So she comes in and starts talking and whatnot. Starts talking to me behind the scenes. Then I figured out rather quickly this person isn't right in the head. I'm not gonna talk to you. because I don't put the shit out on the internet. If I'm like, hey, I'll just be respectful, like, listen, I'm not interested. All of a sudden, the narrative is now I've been talking to multiple people at the same time. That is actually a lie.
Yep, and I'm sure by 10 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be listening to my stream and rebuttaling.
And I wouldn't even call myself a saint. I'm just a human being, man, that tries my best to be a good person. I try my best to help my family. And I try my best to, at one point in time, help people online. But fuck them. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that shit anymore. People are pieces of shit.
I mean, wife.
Do they
I
not
used to
get
think my-
dates on Tinder? Probably not. Or maybe Tinder guys find out that they're fucking crazy and then just doesn't want to have nothing to do with them. So they try online. And the thing that really pisses me off is, like, if somebody doesn't want to fucking talk to you, just fucking move on. You don't need to do this shit where you come online and then you call them weird or creeps or whatever. Because what the fuck does that make you? You're trying to talk to me. Why the fuck would you? What are you? Are you a fucking weird or creep? Well, some of them are, for making shit up and lying.
Aunties have job, but perhaps left for girl world. Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, he said it was pharmacy.
I have
but by the end
able
of it, I found out
to
that
read people and read situations really, really well, Fish. Very well. I can tell within literally a couple messages, a conversation, if somebody's crazy or not, because it's literally the same modus operandi of these crazy ass pieces of shit. They always do the same thing. They never want to take responsibility for their actions. It's always your fault. They're always blaming you for anything that happens in their lives, even though you didn't have shit to do with it.
it was not only a biology degree, which is actually the study of human people. So are we surprised that he has a YouTube channel? And that are we surprised that he's trying to do all these Monty spawns underneath him? He very well could have had one at the beginning, which would explain a lot. And then maybe something happened. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses here. I've made enough
I just got a DM on Instagram. Breaking news, breaking news. I don't know if this is true, but somebody on Instagram has sent me a DM that's saying purple glitter is...
Imagine going to someone's house for sexy time and there's 12 dogs in the room. Yeah, it must smell like ass. You know how some people go blind to the smell, or should I say nose blind to the smell of shit like that? And that whole situation is such a fucking lie. But going on the date, but you end up at your house in lingerie. Stupidness. Or maybe because she's fucking broke and she's selling her ass. Maybe that's a better answer. Just like how she was telling me I wanted to sell videos on top of that because she was a broke ass.
In Canada. She lives in Canada. Okay. And they're saying that this is a huge scam. I don't know how true this is. I don't know, but somebody knows her name and all that stuff. I'm not gonna out her name because I don't do that, but they're saying she's Canadian. They're saying that this is all a scam and this is fake. So, okay, Jessica, they're saying that Purple Glitter lives in Canada, like Monty, and this is all a scam, that this is all fake, that she's making all this up.
What a bunch of idiots. Like, if we just... Actually, I can't even say that. We get rid of the fucking crazies, there'll be practically nobody left. Maybe Fish and maybe a few people. But like the types of like nonsensical shit that always happens when there is a definitive moment in the foodieverse. If Foodie is missing for a couple days, these theories start coming out. If Foodie doesn't show her background, these theories start coming out. Like the wild, stupid shit that people make up in their nutty ass minds. And now we're seeing a lot of people having these small channels that are just complete fucking nutcases. Like, you can just look at them and tell they're a nutcase.
For views or whatever. I don't know. Take that what you will. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been told.
Excuses for him behind the scenes and fighting for him, and that stopped.
I don't know.
2 days ago.
Accountability.
Trust me, I thought
buddy.
I've been up for 2 days
I have no idea.
trying to figure out the safest
Boas,
way to do it.
come on now.
This was the only thing I knew.
The person that I'm having to deal with, and I had to deal with
Jessica,
back in
say
February,
something.
back last year,
Is this
and
you?
earlier before that, just repeatedly over and over and over again. DTA, don't.
You used me for the drama, and you used me for the manipulation. And when I sat and I listened to Skating Queen and Veronica and Curl taking a hit for you,
No. It wasn't
No.
Monty who sent me the DM.
we're not doing that shit.
Trust anybody. Exactly, Melanie.
Before, hopefully it works.
I'm going to correct that. Nobody should trust you. Ever.
Let me know if you guys can see my iPhone on screen.
This is
I want to go through a thread. That reality check. Hey, girl.
this is why I don't trust anybody, because people be making things up, man, and you never know if it's true or not. So I'm just here to watch.
Fixing my coffee. Hold on.
Here we go. This is another type of
Exactly, Okito.
bullshit. So you are gonna look
She
at
doesn't sound Canadian though.
what the shit people are saying when they
Hey,
are
Doodly
going
Doo.
I don't know.
unchecked. Reality check
Thank
here
you for being
is
here.
going unchecked. They can say anything they want. I can go on Twitter and talk shit about Gigi. I can
Exactly. Tweets is saying it's always women he wants to help. Exactly. Reckoning. Thank you for reminding me, guys. Sorry I'm behind. I hope
It was
you guys
logical.
can understand. I'm
Uh-huh.
all over the place and I'm trying to keep it together at the same time. It's
Good videos after making a mistake of getting in bed. And that's figuratively speaking with Jessica Misika. No good is going to come out of a situation with a person like Jessica Misika. She literally has what she's going to do to you in her name. She's going to fucking make a mess. It might be great. It might be fun when it's happening to somebody else, but it's not fun when it's happening to you. I don't understand. Like, people should have learned this from grade school. If you're a late bloomer, learn it in high school. Mean girls like Jessica Misika can and will turn on you no matter what. You could be the nicest, sweetest person, just one day overnight you're the enemy now. Maybe you said something, maybe you didn't say something, maybe you're too pretty, or maybe you're too ugly for the crew. It doesn't fucking really matter. Just something is gonna click in her stanky ass head or fucked up mentality, and then you're gonna go from one of the besties to a target. And people were feeling very fucking safe. But if you hang out with the mean girl, just like how if you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt, and nobody's fucking immune. How can grown-ass women not understand this shit? It's literally, if you've been to high school, even in grade school, you see this shit happening. People keep hanging around with, a popular person or this and that. Then the next day, they're enemy number one. How can you be in a crew of girls like Jessica Misika and Ariel G and expect not to get burnt? Of course it's going to happen.
kind of challenging. Yes, I am PLBC. That's one thing he was probably going to release in his videos, but he was actually the one that encouraged me. He was the one that encouraged me to do the name change, and
No.
just because like the death threats wouldn't stop. So exposure is his karma. Yeah. Thank you, Fit and Kirby.
You shouldn't.
I'm sorry
Jessica.
I dragged my feet for
shouldn't.
so long. I really am someone who likes to make sure that I have all the facts before I make a decision. And I understand that news travels fast in this community. I was doing my best, and sometimes I just don't get that chance to do my best.
go on Twitter and say anything. Does that make it fact?
She
Is
doesn't
this
say
fact? No, this
sorry
is just
like a
shit
Canadian.
talking on Twitter.
Or boy, I don't know if you're a girl.
How do you say it? Sorry? Is that how Canadians say it? Sorry? I'm
A
sorry.
lot of work to be in a crew. I think on the internet, don't be in any crew, because you think you're in the group, but then there's a group within the group that's made about you. So I don't try and interact with people in that way or talk to them. It just gives more ammunition for people to make shit about you. Check that situation where that little shit, what was her name? Jade Speculation Station, Jade Station, tried to help Hannibal out by making videos about people who were making a logical discussion, sensical things about Hannibal that was the truth because he did get arrested. Of course, he's going to employ some little shit like Jade Station to defend him, and that idiot decides to message me, and I'm like, I don't take messages from fucking people on the internet. Don't message me. I'm not your friend. Don't message me. So I ignored it. Other people, like from the heathens, decided to message her, and of course, all hell breaks loose. And then all of a sudden, she puts out her video calling people all types of names. Well, you know what? They had a really good run, that Lukewarm Tea channel. They had who did they have again from the Amberverse on? Like, they were doing really good. You know who truly fucked it up? It wasn't me who fucked it up. It was Jade Station who fucked it up, because they had Beck on 3 months ago. When was it? And because Jade Station was so fucking stupid, it was the 5th of March 2025. Lukewarm Tea had Beck on. The video still has 56,000 views. Jade Station should have never gotten in bed, either figuratively or literally, with Hannibal. Never have done that, because then Lukewarm Tea would have been really good and nobody would have been the wiser. But Jade Station stuck her stupid fat ass face into people's business and then got found out what was in her closet, and that she was repeatedly defending guys that were beating up women. What a piece of shit. Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits here. We're gonna go over the rest of this. We're gonna make a part 3, maybe even part 4, and we're gonna get in the thick of things. If Capone wants to chat to Lorena about things, tell Lorena she better save her euros, okay? Because Monty's are coming. Because I don't think this defamation is cute, and it's not funny. It's actually offensive, and I need payment for it. Anyways, I'm out of here. Take care.